Hi, I'm Daphne from Daps Makeup, and I'm here to give you the quick tea on luxury makeup. And today we are going to talk about YSL Mini Couture Clutch Eyeshadow Palette, and specifically the Palmeraie Skies palette. Because I have to tell you, when they were first releasing these eyeshadow quads, I was patiently waiting for this specific color story here in the US. They were initially only releasing the neutral shades, and this was the only color story that actually spoke to me. So the minute this finally got released here in the US, because it was in Europe before this color story, before it reached us, when it finally got released day one, I was like, add to cart. And I'm so happy I did, because I'm really actually enjoying this eyeshadow palette. Now, if you're wondering about my makeup today, yes, in terms of the blue eyeshadows, I do have these two blue eyeshadows on my lid, and I did use the black shadow just to do a soft eyeliner look. A soft eyeliner with that, but of course there's no white or orange colors in this color story, so I did use some Viseart matte eyeshadows along with this eye look. But don't worry, what you're gonna see next will be a demo in which I use all four shades in one look, and then I'm gonna also post pictures for you that'll look that I did, mainly concentrating on these top two shades along with some Viseart shadows. But yeah, I just wanted to play along, not only do one look with all four, but then just to concentrate on a couple shadows and mix it with some other shadows. But yeah, watch the video to see the demo, the couple looks, and then afterwards we'll come back together and I'll tell you my final thoughts. And if you're curious about the rest of my makeup, Suku blush and highlighters, Gucci bronzer, Pat McGrath Flesh 5 on the lips, and my complexion is also Pat McGrath concealer, foundation, and I did use her new eyeshadow primer on with this eye look. Okay guys, so watch the demo and then we'll come back and talk. Okay, so let's do a look together using all four shades of the Palmeraie Sky palette. I'm gonna first start with the deep blue shade, and I'm gonna use it as my transition shade. And as you can see, despite its soft, powdery texture, it actually is still pigmented on my skin tone, and it's blending well. Now I'm going into the light blue shade and putting that all over my lid. I'm really actually not getting much fallout with this shade, so I'm just laying that down on my lid. Now I'm going into the black to deepen out the outer V, and I'll also use it to go deep into my crease just to provide some more depth to this look. Blending nicely. It's all coming together well. Now I'm gonna go back into the light blue shade. I'm just gonna use my finger this time just to intensify the shade, this light blue shade on my lid, just to provide more intensity. So you can use a brush, but you can also use a finger. Beautiful, subtle sparkle to this shade. And then I'm going into the green shade, and I'm going to use it as my inner corner highlight. This works as a topper shade, but it also actually works on its own in the inner corner. Just to bring a little more shine and sparkle. Subtle, but pretty. I've added liner and mascara, and here is the final look. And I think it came out really good. So here's some still pics of the look. Here's a still pic of the second look I did. I used the light blue and green shade on my lids and used Viseart mattes. Here's a closer look at today's eye look. Once again, it's incorporating the 2 blue eyeshadows on the lid with Viseart mattes. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed the demo and appreciate the looks that I made with this palette. So what do I have to say about this palette? So what I'd say is when I was first swatching this, I was a little bit concerned because it is actually really soft and powdery. You know, it's so soft to touch and it has such a powdery finish to it. So I was actually concerned just with swatching. Would it be pigmented? You know, will it last on my eyes? And I'm happy to say, you know, as you can see, actually it is pigmented. So these shades are pigmented. And I do use an eyeshadow primer, but with an eyeshadow primer, it actually lasts just as long as any other eyeshadow for me. So I had no issues there. So I think it's actually beautiful because it's both soft, but still pigmented. So yes, it doesn't have that super intensity that something you'll get with a traditional matte shadow, but that just because it has a soft finish does not hold back on pigmentation, and it shows up on my skin tone. So I was actually really pleased to see that. I guess I might as well put the other two. This green is really like a topper shade. Okay, so this is really like a topper shade. The black has some sparkles in there, but you know, as you know, usually when they do that, like a matte black and then they put the sparkles, it always looks cool in the pan, but you're not really gonna see the sparkles all that much. But it's a good black, a nice good black. These blues are very pigmented, and then this green is actually super pretty. Works great in the inner corner, works as a topper shade, mixes well. I did a look where I mixed these two together and they worked well together. So actually, formula-wise, I actually like it. It's soft, but still pigmented. And then, of course, I think the best part of this is the packaging. Obviously, hello. What's attracting all of us to ignore my nails? I know I knew I needed to do my nails, but this packaging is so, oh, I love this packaging. You know, I'll probably never buy a YSL bag, but, you know, to have a mini clutch eyeshadow palette, you know, satisfies me plenty enough. You know, they've always had the longer ones, and for some reason that didn't really attract me, and I feel like nobody really talks about those ones either. But I think the quads have all, for a lot of us, has really attracted us to the YSL brand. So yeah, this makes me more into exploring YSL as a brand. But yeah, I can actually say that their eyeshadow quads are actually great. So if there's a color story that you like, I said go ahead, get it. This one was a good one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you are not already subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. If you're not already following me on Instagram, I'd really appreciate you if you follow me on Instagram, Daps_makeup. I'm very active there, most active there, constantly posting makeup of the day looks, swatches, and usually that will come before my YouTube videos. So before my videos come on, you'll already get a preview of my looks and swatches ahead of time. So yes, I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and we'll see what new luxury makeup item I add to my collection. Bye guys.